guys, it's good to see you again. Alright, so me and my cousin are taking a short break being EJATs until we get back into this video of getting into the mind of a man. So stay tuned and thanks for coming back. She was a cheater.
Cheater or she cheated?
No, she was just a cheater. She couldn't help herself.
No, the first time you cheat, I'm gone, so she can't become a cheater. And then she wants to go transform into one. Because she's not with me. After the first round, I'm gone. I can't do that stuff because for me, to not cheat is already a challenge within itself. It could be at times, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm very much dedicated to the idea of I don't want to do to someone what I would want them to do to me. So if I don't want you to cheat on me, I'm not doing it to you. So if I'm going to be able to stick around and not do this one particular thing, you ain't got to be doing it either. And if you're doing it, I'm gone. Like, no. We wouldn't be together. Cheater means you cheated more than once. After the first time, I'm gone. Like, that don't work for me. No. If you cheated on me, alright, first of all, when a woman cheats personally, they probably heard this 1,000 times already, but when a woman cheats, it's emotional, so she's going to cheat for a particular reason. Something she's missing, whether it's from me or from life, whatever, she's going to cheat. When a guy cheats, it's just because we're just out there living our best life, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean it's correct, but it is a situation. So for me, she cheats, that's making me question everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm here, dedicated to you, going out of my way to do something that I don't want to be done to me. So the fact that you can easily go out there and do that for me is like, I don't know where I stand with you, and I couldn't state again for you to become a cheater. There's no cheater, you're cheated. Like, nah, there's no more follow-ups. I'm gone.
What if she couldn't cook, right, and all she got you was takeout?
It depends. If she can't cook, but she's willing to learn, I don't mind that, because then for me, like, that can become something that's more like a task between the two of us. Like, I've been in a situation before in my previous relationship where she felt like I couldn't cook. So right. I was like, if you feel that's the case, I'll come to your yard, like, we'll cook you something to eat, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, we'll make it as a task together, that she helped me cook something, I'll do something, like, it was just something nice between us, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it also drew us together. So for me, I don't mind on what she's willing to learn. If she's just lazy and she don't know cook and she feel like takeout is life, no, I'm not there for that. Like, there's YouTube, internet, books, trial and error. Like, whatever seeds in your cupboard, you fling it on the meat. Like, clean your meat and do what you do. Like, cook it. Like, rice is 10 minutes in the pot. Like, you can steam it nowadays. You haven't got to boil it. There's no excuse. Like, nah. Goodbye, man. You want to be the mother of my child and you can't cook. Nah.
What if she wasn't physically hygienic?
She's not my woman, so I don't know. Simple as. She's not my woman, so that's not my issue. That's not my concern in life. Ask her. That's not for mind of a man. She's unhygienic, not me. This man is hygienic. So that's an issue. She's unhygienic. And you think there's gonna be child and them things involved? Do you know how a child comes about life for you to be unhygienic?
That was gonna be my question though.
No.
What if you had the baby without?
I couldn't. There wouldn't be no child. Wherever I met you is where you stay. Like, it's not going further. There's no exchange of numbers. There's no conversation. There's no physical contact. There's no eye contact. There's no breathing contact. There's nothing. So, like, I don't know. Ask her.
So how do you?
She has hygiene problems, not me. Ask her.
So I have to change the question. So my question would be: how do you feel about women that don't keep the children clean?
That's wrong.
Yeah.
That's wrong and personal. Like, nah, that's just different. For me personally, I'd have children of my own. I've got nephews and nieces and godchildren, and I work in a school with children with students and stuff. And personally, as an adult, as a young man, I like to look after myself. And if when I'm going to the shops or properly on road, I want to look a certain way. There's no way my child's gonna be next to me looking mash up and tear down, and I'm looking at least 50%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Furthermore, my child needs to look good, and I look mash up. That's the way it's gonna go. If not both of us looking good, nah.
Yeah.
That don't work. Priorities.
And that goes back to what she didn't keep the home clean. It's all of that. Hygiene.
Yeah, but then it all depends. Like, I feel like a lot of things is calculated into particular questions. Keeping the home clean or hygiene and stuff. It could also mean about the workload, whether she can manage or not with the children or life in general. What am I doing that I can do more? But if she's a lazy so and so, then I'm gonna be a so and so. I'll be out through that door. Like, I ain't got time. Like, none of that. You see me pulling the vape. Like, I'll be pulling more than vapes at that point. Like, I'm good. Like, I ain't got time for stress. No time for stress at all.
How do you feel about cheating and abusive men?
I don't know, it's not really personal for me, so I don't have a direct answer in regards to how I feel about them. How I feel about men putting a hand on women, children, or anybody. I don't agree with it. I feel like your demons are yours to deal with, and it's not for you to take out on other people, especially the ones that you called your loved ones, you know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with that. my language about to come out. I don't agree with that kind of stuff at all. Like, for me, there's no excuse for it, especially when you become a certain age in life. You can't blame your mom, your dad, your past. You got to figure out things for yourself. Why are you the way you are? Why is things going the way it is? You can't take that beating out on your child or on your woman because you feel that fits best. You know what I'm saying? In regards to cheating, I feel like it works both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you decide to be with someone, you with that person, like, there's no reason for you to go on a road and find what you got at home elsewhere. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially when it becomes something that's repetitive and you're hurting somebody who loves you and you claim you love, that's a bit screwed. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel like when I say go both ways, it's also down to the woman, because if you're going to sit around and take that all the time, then what do you expect?
Yeah.
Same way for me as a man. If I'm sitting down and let this woman go out and do what she got to do, then I'm letting you do what you want. Like, I'm just sitting here be like, all right, oh, whatever. That's just talk. I'm not going to hang around for that. I know my worth, so do what you're doing.
So it's like a fool me once, shame on you.
And you ain't
How many
fooling me.
times? Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Shame on me, you eject.
7 times?
You eject.
7's my lucky number, but not for that, trust me.
Eject.
Not for that. No, like, for me, I might give you a second chance. It depends on how hard I love you. And that depends. I've not been there yet. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there because life is life. You never know what's going to happen. But the first time is enough for me to know that I'm done.
Do you feel as a man, do you feel like men that are abusive, do you feel like they need professional help?
They need some kind of help. That's honestly the truth. But at the same time, I feel like it starts with yourself. If you're not willing to look, a lot of those kind of guys as well, boys and men, what you want to call them, who are abusive, they're in denial about their truth. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't see their reality for what it really is, so they're not going to get to that stage where they feel like they need their help. As far as concerned, we are the issue. The child, the mother, the wife, whatever it is, they're the issue, not themselves or the drink or the drugs or what they've been through in life. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like some sort of help needs to be in place, but it's also down to whether they want it or not. And sometimes it's not about help, it's about how bad you want something for yourself.
Yeah.
You see how you're affecting the ones around you. How much longer are you going to do it for? Like, just stop. I know it's not so simple because nothing happens so easy, but it's not always about help. Like, it's just about what you want to do for yourself, and everything else will fall into place afterwards. So like, and then like, for me, being a man is no excuse. Sort your shit out.
So deep down, do you feel like deep down somewhere they love the person they're hurting?
Yeah, but it's everyone's concept on what love is. That's the thing. Some people only see love as abuse. Some see love as hugs.
I've heard that before.
I believe it though. Like, it's all down to culture. Like, different cultures show love in different ways. Like, some people believe that love is a case of being controlling. I tell you how to dress, how to wear certain things, or how to behave. That's me loving you because I'm showing you how to present yourself to the world. Whereas somebody might view that as you being controlling. It all depends on the person. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like, for me, like I said, for me to marry you, I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing of it because your version of love might not be mine. Like, I'm not doing that to be tortured for 50 odd years or 5 years, however long it used to be, just for the sake of a marriage. Like, it all depends on the person. But yeah,
I love that answer. That answer was bad.
one for the vape then.
I got one more question and that's it. Yeah, so that would be fine. We're nearly there. Let me know when you're ready. How do you feel about men that leave their kids?
Alright, originally I was gonna say they're a waste man, but again, like, I try to play devil's advocate where it's like situations happen in different scenarios, so it all depends. Sometimes you got that crazy big mother who just wants to make her life a living hell and do everything they can possibly to make her life a mess. So sometimes you have to literally detach yourself from the whole situation, which sadly includes your children, to kind of live a sane life. So it kind of depends on the situation, but those guys who just willingly want to just have sex everywhere and just sprouting their blessings without cherishing them, then you're an idiot.
That's bad.
You're stupid. Like, the child didn't ask to be here. So like, I don't understand what that hassle about is about. And for me, I'm an uncle, I've got nephew and nieces, and I love them like they're my own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God children, I love them like my own. So for me to have my own child now, why would I then not look after you better than I've really looked after the rest? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's a bit twisted.
Yeah.
But good luck to them. But then again, like, some ain't got no dads themselves. Like, a whole lot of stuff goes into these kind of stuff. It's all calculated.
Some
so
of it's generational.
You can't be judgmental and just give your own opinions. You know what I'm saying? But in regards to those who willingly choose not to be there because they want to buy the new trainers or they don't have a car or they want to be living that lifestyle, then you're dumb.
Yeah. Some of it is generational. And in this generation, I feel we need to break that.
Yeah.
You need to break
Or
it.
just stop having children. Like,
Or just don't
close
have
your
them
legs.
If you know you can't handle, don't.
And tuck it in.
You know you can't. Don't. If you can't do it or you
edit
don't
that part
want
out.
it,
Shit.
don't. You know what I'm saying? Just don't.
Exactly.
Don't have them. They're little people. They're gonna grow up and they
And
remember
they're
everything. They
not
don't
even
forget.
just about remembering, but
They'll
they're gonna
remember,
grow
they
up to be
forget.
the same product of what you already are. And
Yeah.
if you're not already much of a product to be sold, then let's wipe you off the shelf.
No, they don't forget
Sorry to
nothing.
get harsh. I'm
Little
sorry.
people, man. Little people are gentle creatures. Look after them. I take that personally because I work with kids too, and I don't like to know. You know. I don't like to know or see anything funny like that.
It's just not fair.
I don't like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, nah. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. We're in the beautiful land of Barbados. Yeah? I'm with my beautiful cousin and my beautiful people.
Amen.
I hope you enjoyed this, yeah? Right now, stay blessed and beautiful. Because we're going to move on to the next section, yeah? Love you.
Bye
All of
bye.
that.